Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed. WP Dumpsters is West Frankfort's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard.
Hal Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Hal Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Hal Insurance is proud to serve you.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers and stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Galadich Honda in West Frankfort.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
We welcome you in. Redbirds Live Game 3 on night number 3. Here in our pregame show, brought to you by Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies, minutes away from Crab Orchard and Cairo. The Trojans and the Pilots here. Game 3, Paxton. Let's see what we got. A couple of teams looking for their first victory. Both teams coming in 0-1.
Yeah, both teams looking for their first win on the late night game, and a little unfortunate for Cairo having to play so late and then have about an hour and 15-minute drive home. That's going to be tough, but you know what would make that trip home much more enjoyable is a win for Cairo. So Cairo needs to come in here and play much better than what they did last night. I've seen Cairo multiple times this season playing different teams, and I know they can certainly play better than what they did last night, but it starts with their young guys, and they're a young team, and if you're Crab Orchard, you're looking to maybe not settle for as much as what we saw them settle for in that first game of this tournament, and maybe try to drive and penetrate a little bit more. We were told earlier that they had some guys missing, so I don't know if that played a factor or not, but you know, we'll see. I think this could potentially be a really good game.
Yeah, Cairo, or Crab Orchard rather, you know, they made a couple shots early, like you mentioned, Paxton, and they kind of fell in love with some deep shots, but regardless where he's taking shots, they probably need to play through Fisher Watts. He seems like their leading guy to score the basketball.
Yeah, Fisher definitely is, and he likes to shoot, you know, so let him shoot. I think, you know, it's important for him, though, if you're going to, you know, he took some shots that I felt were maybe a little forced, but that's just because he was trying to get offense going for them. So I think maybe trying to run some more sets for him off ball, going through elevator screens, because a shooter like him, he's at his best when he's catching and shooting. So,
and then on the flip side, for Cairo, for Coach Baldwin and his team, you've got 3 guys really that can really take over games. You mentioned Woodson and Duncan, a couple of freshmen. Believe it or not, their leading scorer this year is actually McAllister, the sophomore. But they just got to be able to realize which of those 3 guys are the hot guy at the moment, and they've got to give them the basketball and let them take over, because any one of those 3 guys are capable of taking over a game and winning the basketball game by taking charge and putting up a big 20, 25-point performance.
Absolutely, and you know, I think for Cairo, they're at their strongest when the offense is running through Rajan, you know, the freshman. But like you said, they've got 3 guys that can do it. And, you know, I watched them play at Murfreesboro, and at Cairo against Murphy, and they almost beat Murfreesboro because of the fact that you saw them almost taking turns, and it was really nice. Rajan had a strong first half, and then Duncan Jr. had almost 15 in the second half, and McAllister added 12 or 14. So, you know, when they're at their best is when they're taking turns and not just playing ISO basketball, and sometimes that's their problem, is it's too much ISO, and so we'll see what happens here tonight.
And for years, Cairo has really taken advantage of teams on loose and live ball turnovers, trying to get up and down the floor. Frankfurt did not do that until the game was already decided last night. So if they can do that on Crab Orchard, turn them over early, they'll like their chances. We'll take a break for the national anthem, come back with your starting lineups and some Trojans and Pilots here on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort. Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC. Right on the price, right off I-57.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
We welcome you back, and it's time for our Sam C. Mitchell & Associates starting lineups. Paxton, why don't you tell us who's starting for the Trojans?
Well, you're going to have the Watts boys out there to start it off on the guard side. Fisher Watts, who we said they're going to have to be the guy that they go through tonight. They're going to pick up their first win. Brady Watts, Dawson Poland, Braden Mosey, and Ford will be the starting unit for Crab Orchard. And for Cairo here, we're going to have Rajon Woodson, Anthony Duncan Jr., Jaquan McAllister.
No McAllister in the lineup.
No McAllister in the
He's
lineup.
not starting.
Is he on the bench, though? Because if he's not, that's huge. If he's not here tonight. So I guess we'll find that out as we go. Tom?
No, I know 22.
15, Torrey Nelson will also be starting. And then you're going to have number 11, who he's not on my roster, so I'm going to have to get that name again.
Vance Tuck. I mean,
Vance
you've seen him
Tuck,
quite a
yeah,
few times.
I have.
I'm not sure why he's not listed in the program.
I don't know, because he's in the picture here, too, wearing his number 11. So Tuck's one of those guys. If he could be deadly inside if you use him correctly on the defensive end.
They've got some of these numbers wrong for Cairo. I'll wait till they walk out there and we'll recap real quick who they have. It looks like it's going to be, we know Woodson, we know Duncan, we know Tuck.
Christopher Farley.
Farley will start, and so will Simulton.
Nice, okay.
Jawan Simulton in there, number 2.
Okay.
And I believe we had Crab Orchard correct in there. Ford, Brody Watts, Fisher Watts, Poland, and Mousy. Tyler Hatton, the lead man, in charge of Crab Orchard. They come in at 8 and 11. Cairo comes in 11 and 9, led by head coach Josh Baldwin. Okay, I think we got that squared away. There we
Hopefully.
go. And Simulton with a quick 2.
That's how they want to play right there. That's when they're at their best, Garrett. Quick baskets and forcing turnovers.
Very familiar name, last name in West Frankfort.
Yeah.
A couple of good athletes in Isaiah and Kendrick who went through here a while back, and some of his relatives you see still feeding into the Cairo school system because they came from down there. And
be nice if they were
he's
here,
got a quick 2 points.
Yeah, really quick, and you get a quick turnover there by Crab Orchard.
Be nice if Frankfort had him on the roster.
Wouldn't it ever? Fill some holes.
Here we go. Which team's getting the victory? It could go a long way because the winner of this could still potentially win the tournament.
Yeah, if crazy things happen on that Friday night, then, this is a big game for both teams, a swing game, as Tim McCarver would say.
And Crab Orchard really in a better spot because if they win, then they control their own fate because they'll get to play the team that's 2-0.
Yep.
And this pass into the corner is going to be out of the hands of Woodson. He was wide open. Got a little lazy fielding the pass.
Looking for a shot before he had the ball. Corner threes are the best threes.
50 seconds in, 2-0. Pilots leading Crab Orchard. Downhill, dump off, it's knocked out. It'll stay on this side.
Should have just gone up with it, in my opinion.
That was Braden Mousy, the sophomore. One of 3 sophomores in that starting lineup, joining Fisher Watts and Dawson Poland.
Another turnover here. Turnovers are hurting Crab Orchard. We saw some of that last time they played as well.
Tuck spinning, tough finish, and it popped out. We saw him miss a couple that just somehow couldn't find the bottom of the net last night. And he gets the short end of it yet again, but Cairo with an early 2-0 lead.
Slow start here for Crab Orchard. They've turned the ball over a couple times. They've had some good looks, just trying to make an extra pass that's not there. And, this is a game where you don't want to make turnovers like that. And here's possibly another one, as he was certainly out of bounds there. But Tuck with some good effort there. That's what Tuck's going to give you for Cairo. He's not going to go out there and get you 10 points every night, but he's going to play hard, and he could probably get you 10 rebounds if he really wants to. He's going to play good defense as well.
Brody Watts into the paint, and he scores over a defender.
Tough finish there. Good defensive on the Cairo side there, not to foul.
Back the other way, trying to go quick. Cairo can't get it. Fight for the ball. It's Mousy. Skip ahead. Watts isn't going to be able to get it.
3 turnovers already here for Crab Orchard. So we're going to have some substitutions coming in. Looks like we're going to have Alex Taylor come into the game, as well as Noah Kennedy.
Yeah, Crab Orchard's still trying to figure things out. A lot of talent gone from the past few years, and their head coach retiring, Coach Brown. So a lot of missing pieces as they're trying to sort things out. But there's a basket, 4-2. Cairo out ahead. All the way to the cup on the left side. Nice finish for Kennedy, and it's 4-4. Knocked out of bounds underneath. Off of Cairo. Crab Orchard gets it. And the Pilots get it back. Floating up and in, and a chance for a 3-point play for Anthony Duncan Jr.
Crab Orchard just kind of playing lackadaisical here right now. 4 turnovers already, and that's one of those turnovers, Garrett, that's really unacceptable. It's a simple inbounds pass that should be made.
They get the foul on Kennedy, his first, team first. The freshman Duncan at the line. Free throw on the way, he misses short to the left, and the rebound, and a foul on Tuck, reaching over the back.
It's a little too obvious.
Some pressure from the Pilots. Bringing it across the timeline is Kennedy.
Fisher Watts really wanted it down there.
Watts. It ends up Fisher Watts, right side three, no, rebound, up, in, and one. Who'd they get that on?
I don't know. I'm just highly confused because some confetti came down, or something came down from the goal when that happened.
We were kind of blocked by that. I thought
It looked clean to me.
they were calling it on Tuck for a second, and I thought there is no way it was on him. So, but that's not who they got. They got
Simulton?
yeah, they got Simulton, maybe on the reach as he was going up.
I have to say, because Tuck was straight up, and he's one of those players that makes sure you can see he's straight up, too.
Free throw, no. Offensive rebound and another slap on the wrist. A foul going against Cairo.
I feel like this is one of those games, Garrett, where whichever team wants it more and wants it the quickest is going to be able to go on a run here. Both teams are kind of just playing some lackadaisical basketball right now.
That was on Farley. Team's third. Into the corner is Brody Watts. He gives it out to the wing to Kennedy. For now, here's Kennedy. He'll launch a three, and he's got it.
5 points here for Kennedy.
Off the pine.
I was about to say, he may have been one of the guys that we were told that wasn't here that first game because he didn't play at all in that first game.
Pull-up jumper from the point, no good. 4:15 to go in the first. It's 9-6. Here comes Kennedy. High off the glass, no, and the rebound tracked down by Cairo. That was Vaughn who's back in there. One of the few bright spots last night against Frankfurt was Vaughn off the bench. No good on the layup attempt from Duncan, and we've got a whistle underneath. It'll go out of bounds. Looks like Cairo's going to keep it. 3:56 to go in the first. It's 9-6. Crab Orchard out ahead. As a reminder, Crab Orchard lost their opening game in the tournament, 60-44 at the hands of Thompsonville. Cairo loses last night also, 68-45. And there's a basket from Vaughn. And a quick response on the other side. We'll take a break as we got a timeout. Teams going back and forth. Crab Orchard with the advantage at the moment on Redbirds Live.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
11-8 the score, 3:25 to go in the first. Cairo with the basketball. Pass gets through the lane, it's taken away, and Kennedy lost it on the sideline.
Some good hustle here by Kennedy. He's come off that bench and provided some energy here that they kind of needed. 5 quick points, and he's been all over the place on defense. If you're Cairo right now, you just need to slow things down. Kind of a lot of out-of-control takes to the basket and some unforced passes here, and looking like Jason Williams.
3:10 left to go in the first. Need to get this guy going, Paxton, wouldn't you think?
You would like to, yeah. He's that's going to be over back. But Kennedy goes down. Yeah, and he's getting mad at his teammates here. We're going to get a technical for him cussing, dropping the F-bomb, which, that's one of those things that I don't like when refs do that. It's one thing if the player is saying it towards the referee. He was mad at his teammates there. That's just insult to injury there, and that's just, to me, a ref trying to take over a show, and that's just how I feel. I mean, it's 2026. The F word's going to get dropped. That simple.
Yeah, the free throw's coming up after the technical. They'll send Noah Kennedy to the line, and he'll miss the first.
Very cheap.
It is a kind of a gray area, isn't it? And
Old school refs, we'll call it. So
I I think a part of it might have been the, the extent of it, maybe because it seemed like everyone in the gym could hear it.
it was very quiet when he said it. But yeah, it's one of those things though where that ref was standing right there. He knows that it wasn't directed towards any of them. The ball doesn't lie.
It doesn't hurt Cairo, and maybe that sparks him a little bit. Maybe he woke his teammates up, but he can't afford anything because now they'll be looking for him.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be very cautious because if he's a guy that if he ends up getting ejected from this game because he gets another one, that's gonna really hurt the Pilots.
He's gonna pick a pass off here. Woodson works the sideline, trying to get his team a spark. Short corner jumper, no. Fight for the board. Offensive board, that's Vaughn. Somehow got a pass through. It's Tuck in the paint. Spinning kick out into the corner. Good ball movement from the Pilots, and a three is cashed in.
That's three-pointer there by Shaw.
David Shaw Jr. off the bench ties the game, and we've got another foul. But that should put Cairo over the penalty, so Crab Orchard is going to shoot free throws.
Yeah, it's foul by committee here too. There's 4 different Cairo Pilots with fouls right now, so I guess that's the one good thing is if you're going to foul, at least make sure it's not the same guy fouling.
And Coach Baldwin, he loved the aggression, but then he realized, hey, that's our 5th, and he saw some frustration. Hey, we don't be fouling that far away from the basket when they're shooting free throws.
Especially that far away. It's one thing if they're going up for a layup or shot, but yeah, like you said, it's a tough foul.
It is Mousy going to the stripe, and this one, a line drive goes through. 12-11. We'll say this seems like another point where Cairo is trying to figure things out, and that might cause trouble for Crab if they allow Cairo to hang around because Cairo tends to get better as the game progresses if they're feeling good about their chances.
And I've watched Cairo play about 5 different teams this season, and there's one thing about this Cairo team is when they get momentum, they get it, and they get it quick. So, like you said, if you're Crab Orchard, you need to take advantage of this quickly.
Out of bounds, Frankfurt is not playing.
You're used to saying that, though.
I saw the team in white getting the ball, so I was thinking Frankfurt.
It's okay.
Well, the team wearing white at Max Morris.
Yeah.
The Pilots on this night, they get the ball. Surprised that's the first time I've done that. I mean,
especially in a tournament like this, yeah. Oh, good look. Gotta play without fouling.
To the goal, no, and a finish midair put in that time by Poland. It's 15-11. I will say I like the scoring in this one. We've not had a whole lot of high-scoring games. We've got the opportunity for it here. That's going to be a whistle on the floor going against Crab Orchard.
Yeah, and the one thing about Cairo is, Cairo likes to get up and down. So, eventually they'll get some momentum here. But like you said, a lot of scoring here, and you're just like me. You like offense, so it makes you happy watching that.
They go into Tuck. He's tied up immediately, and Crab Orchard will get it back. That was the second, though, on Kennedy on that foul just a moment ago. And he's been a good boost for Crab Orchard.
Yeah, he has. He's got 5 points for him. He leads the team in scoring. And plus minus is really good, too.
So he'll take a seat. No one picks up the ball. Poland is stripped and fortunate to keep it.
Yeah.
It almost hit off his knee there late.
I thought he was going to try to save it, too.
Mousy will throw in on the baseline. 1:41 to go in the first. He'll get it in, Fisher Watts. Now it's out to Brody Watts. He dribbles to the wing. Goes away from the screen, lobs it to no one. Fisher Watts is there to recover it, save the possession. And then a strip and a foul. Who they have here? Is that on Duncan?
It looks like it.
You get Anthony Duncan for his first. Another Pilot with a foul.
Yep. 5 different players with fouls.
It's 16-11 Crab Orchard.
If you're Crab Orchard, you got to take advantage of the chance to get free points, 1:30 left. Cairo's going to be aggressive.
6-point margin. That's the largest either side here in this first quarter. It's 17-11. Somehow it's still the first quarter.
Yeah, it's been a long one.
It seems like it really has.
Too much dribbling if you're Cairo.
Woodson splits a pair.
Nice.
Nice find, and it was just an awkward catch.
Yeah.
Shaw was caught under the goal. And here's Brody Watts. He'll go to the point to Poland, coming to get it, Smousy. Has it out near the volleyball line, 55 seconds to go in the first. Mousy to the goal, right block, can't get it. Good defensive possession for the Pilots. Can they cash in on the other side all the way to the cup? And one opportunity coming for Rajon Woodson.
It's a good call there. Good job by Rajon there, too, to kind of slow himself down before he went up for that layup. Kind of wanted to see what the defender was going to do there. Saw he was going to stay back and try to take the charge and just went up and now has a chance for 3 the hard way.
The foul goes on Poland. And Woodson, at the stripe, misses the free throw.
Got to play without fouling here if you're Cairo with 39 seconds left. You don't want to have any dumb fouls here to send them to the line. Already done it enough.
30 seconds. Tuck gets his arms out and swats it out of bounds as the pass was trying to get into the post to Taylor. He'll sub out, back in as Ford. And what do we have here? Another whistle before the inbounds this time. They got Cairo on a foul here.
Yeah, it looks like it's Van Duncan Jr. too. His second.
Oh, that's his. That one hurts. That's
especially this late in the quarter.
7 fouls on Cairo in the first.
It's not going to win you many games, fouling that many times in a quarter. Still, you only find yourself down, though, 4 points.
Crab Orchard attempting their 7th and 8th free throws of the contest. You shoot 8 free throws a quarter, you're going to get some points.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're currently 6 of 8 after missing their first 2, so they've made 6 in a row.
The free throws in most Cairo Pilots games are usually one-sided, unfortunately, for the games I've seen. It's a bit of just out-of-controlness, and it's a big-time 3 there.
Yeah, that's huge, and that was Simelton.
He's got 5.
Starting after coming off the bench the other night. Down to 10, 19-16. Reverse layup up and banked in. Down to 4. Here comes Woodson. He'll get inside the perimeter, and it'll swirl out. No good. Good finish to the period. 21-16. Crab Orchard on top of Cairo. Take a break. Come back. Quarter 2 on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
A lot of scoring there in the first. It's 21-16 as we enter quarter number 2. Crab Orchard with the 5-point lead. The Cairo Pilots with the basketball and a quick pull from Shaw off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Crab Orchard. We see Nelson in there. Now first time for Cairo. Brody Watts, high arcing 3 is too long. And a rebound is pulled down by that guy who just checked in. That's Torrey Nelson. Through the lane, kick out left side. Woodson, 3, it's no good. And a rebound to the Trojans again, a one and done for the Pilots. Here comes Mousy, using a screen, loses the dribble, gives it up to Watts. He'll pull up, jumper's no good. Offensive rebound basket that time from Taylor. Go into Tuck. He got swatted at, no whistle. Keeps the basketball, and he's fouled going up.
I thought he got fouled before he even got the ball.
Yeah, on the pass, it
Yeah.
looked like he got hit. But instead, he'll go to the line.
I don't think he'll take that foul over the other one. Chance for 3 points.
I guess we'll find out after these free throws.
Very true. Very true.
Vance Tuck, he's been a factor on this team for a couple of years now. And he hits his first.
He's a good defender. Plays well without fouling, and he's a good guy to have on your team. Long too, which helps for multiple reasons when it comes to defense.
He can play in the post, but he can
be the head
keep
of a
up. He can
press
keep up
too.
with the guards
Yeah.
and get down the floor and up and down the floor. Not a traditional big that you see. 23-18. So yes, you will take those free throws there as Tuck knocked them both down, and Cairo forces a turnover. Pull up Jay in the lane. No. Offensive rebound. Dilworth off his own miss. And a right side 3 up and in. That's a big shot for the confidence
Yeah, he needed
for Woodson.
He needed to see a 3 fall, but I still think they're forcing some bad shots, and if they just work things around, and it's going to be the 7th turnover here for Crab Orchard. And I told Garrett off the air, I said, this is a huge quarter here for the Pilots, and if they don't go on a run here, they'll probably end up losing this game by 10 or more. That's just the type of games they play. So I think these next 2-3 minutes here are huge for Crab Orchard if you're going to stay in control.
And they're a huge momentum team. They're
big time.
Their bench gets into it. The team gets into it. They feel it. They're on a little bit of a mini spurt right now, and if they can keep this up, they can try to tie this sucker up.
If they hit one more 3 here, you'll hear it. Like when they played Murfreesboro at home, it's going to be a travel. When they played Murfreesboro last week at Cairo, it was loud there, and even Coach Murphy, you could tell, thought there was a chance they're going to lose this one. So momentum is huge for this team.
Yeah, they hit a 3 there in that spot. Might have forced Coach Hatton to call a timeout for Crab Orchard to try to kill some of that momentum, but fortunately for the Trojans, they get an unforced error to go in their favor. And here comes Crab Orchard to the goal, off the glass. No, rebound. Tuck with those long arms, pulls it down and skips ahead. No one's back on Woodson, and he's got an easy layup, and we're tied.
It's a great pass ahead there. I wish a lot more. That's there a lot in high school basketball, and teams don't look for it. And if you have a big that's willing to look for it and can make that pass, that's huge.
They leave him open for 3, off the mark, and here goes Cairo.
Here they come, buddy.
Euro move off the glass. What a finish from Simelton.
He's having a nice game off the bench here. 7 points already. Just like that, it's a 2-point lead for Cairo.
25-23. The Pilots, reserves, and coaching staff getting into it. Simelton, left side, 2 more. Timeout, Coach Hatton. And they flip this game on its head. 5:19 to go first half. The Cairo Pilots out ahead by 4. We'll take a break on Redbirds Live.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
Al Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Al Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Al Insurance is proud to serve you.
We're back and out of the timeout, and Cairo's already forced another turnover, and then after the turnover, it ends up being a foul on Alex Taylor, his second. So Cairo's got a 4-point cushion, and they got the ball back. and they've got the momentum.
Yeah, I think if you're Crab Orchard, you got to, Cairo's a very athletic team. You can't just throw passes up there and expect them to get through.
Yeah, it was a pretty lazy one. Here's Woodson. Good find underneath. Don't know how he got it through the layup. Little off the mark, and that's going to be a travel if there's no foul, and that's what it is.
He bumped into his own teammate there, Unfortunate, but right now when it rains, it pours for Crab Orchard. 10 turnovers.
That's not a good recipe. We talked about how they're getting to the line. They've not gotten to the line here in this period, and it's been really because they've not gotten the ball to this side of the court.
And they're playing Cairo style. They're trying to play too quick. And like I said, if you're going to play Cairo's way, then you're going to be hurting.
Simonton blocked on a three, got it back for a moment. Now it's Woodson. Woodson, reverse layup. He gets around everybody. Cairo's just quicker to the basketball right now. They've got a 6-point lead. They've got a foul. That's going to go on Vaughn. But no harm. That's another guy just with his first.
And that's a foul that you can live with as a coach. You love the aggressiveness, and it's not too far away from the basket, and you almost forced a turnover before the foul. So
yeah, it almost looked like a travel.
Yeah, I thought. Especially right when he got across that half-court line there, it looked like that.
He came down
there.
before the pass got.
I thought he did.
Got rid of it. 4:20 to go third. Another picked pass. Tuck gives it up. Woodson, he finds his man up ahead of the pack for two. There's another basket. That's Dilworth.
That's what they do, man. When they're at their best is when they're running.
Knocked out of bounds. Off of Crab Orchard.
12 turnovers now.
Simonton might have bought that one.
I think he did. He was quick pointing to his side, and the ref went with him.
I think he might have bought him that turnover because he definitely got a hand. And it is close because a lot of times the guy who has the ball is the last to touch it. You just don't ever see it called that way. But Simonton gets it that time, and the Pilots take over. 31-23. Cairo ahead. Here's Simonton. He's been a good scorer in the contest. Out at the volleyball line, Watts comes out on him. He's going to keep it all the way in. Lost it. Vaughn bounces it back out to Woodson. He spiked it into the court.
He didn't want anything to do with it right there.
Hey, it got to where it needed to go. Simonton finds Tuck behind the defense for two.
Good basketball, Garrett. That is good basketball.
Cairo's starting to share the basketball, and it's looking pretty bleak here in the end of this half. They need a basket there for Crab Orchard. Three, no good. Offensive rebound, layup up and in, a much-needed two. That's Taylor. 33-25. Here comes Woodson. Pulling up a quick two, and he banked it in.
He's feeling himself.
So he says, well, we'll just cancel out those two you just got. Back to a 10-point lead.
And another turnover. Cairo is just, they've got Crab Orchard playing their style right now, and anytime you're trying to play with the Cairo Pilots, 9 times out of 10 they're going to be quicker than you.
And that's a big credit to why Frankfort won last night. They basically said, I don't care how you play, we are going to play the game we play, and that's what Frankfort did. And Cairo wasn't very good last night, if we're being honest. So Frankfort took advantage of a Cairo team that didn't play a good game. But you are seeing Crab fall into that trap that so many teams tend to do, and it's very easy to see off missed shots to try to run, but it's not easy to do when you're not a team that typically does it.
Nope.
Woodson, no. Another offensive rebound underneath. That's Vaughn, and he can't get it to go, and then they've got a foul. I think they've got Vaughn. Or it could be Dilworth. It is Dilworth. That's another Pilot with a foul. That's his first. So at least they're fouling wisely. It's a bunch of guys. They've only got one guy with 2 fouls. That's Duncan. Then they've got a whole bunch of guys with 1.
And Duncan's a guy that can get you 20 as well. So doing all this with him on the bench is nice. That's not going to get through there anytime.
See if Crab can get Kennedy going again. Instead, it's a basket down low.
He's got some good moves down there.
Taylor. Simonton with the ball. Crossover at the elbow. Kicks it right side. Dilworth too strong. Rebound. It's Tuck in the corner. They leave him open. He'll just turn around, throw it up. No. The fight for the board. It's saved by Vaughn for a moment. Cairo's got the basketball. Woodson will bring it out, and probably rightfully so. They're going to slow it down a little bit.
Gonna get some ISO here.
Pull up, triple. It's short. Woodson wanted a foul. Cairo will keep the ball on another offensive rebound. Dilworth with a shot fake. Gets into the paint, throws it up. It's going to swirl home. He's got a couple of baskets.
Some nice baskets there. That's not an easy shot, too. Ooh.
The lead back to 10. Reverse layup, and there's Kennedy. And that's a guy we said he looked good early. Let's see if they can get him some more touches.
Yep, and, with just a little over a minute left here in this quarter, he can be aggressive, but don't, pick up a third foul before the half.
Woodson out near half court. He dribbles, point right, gives it up to Tuck. Simulton open for a deep three. Too strong, and they've got a rebound foul. That one's going to go on Dilworth, his second. And just the third, though, on Cairo, so not yet in the bonus.
If you're Cairo here, he may only get 2 more possessions, maybe not even that, but I think it's important not to settle for the threes we've seen him settle for his last few possessions. Keep being aggressive and try to get some easy shots and increase that lead back to 10.
Watts and Watts. The law firm plays catch.
And the ref calls a 10-second violation. I think he should have called a walk beforehand. I don't know if it was 10 seconds, but
it didn't even seem like 10, did it?
And it was close. It was around 57, I know, when I was looking at it and made that comment about them getting a couple possessions, but it was a walk. Is what it should have been called, but if you're Cairo here, maybe just hold for the last shot, unless obviously you get a nice backdoor cut or something open. If you're smart, you get Tuck up here to get the big man out of the way and let the little guys do some work inside.
Woodson dribbles out top on Fisher Watts. 30 seconds. Tuck sets a screen. Reverse to the right side. This is Simulton. 25 seconds. Simulton dribbles on Kennedy. And it looks like Coach Baldwin's pleading with this team to run this timer down, and now he'll call a timeout where he wants it, and they can draw something up to hold it for one. We'll take a break. 16.5 to go in quarter 2. Cairo up 37-29. This is night 3 of the Midwinter Classic on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
Okay, 16.5 on the timer in quarter 2. Cairo has warmed up here at the Midwinter Classic. It took them about 4.5 quarters to do so, but here they are in their second game, and they've got an 8-point lead, and their offense starting to gel because they're sharing the basketball. And so they look a lot better when they're doing that as opposed to one guy trying to beat the entire world.
Yeah, they do, especially when they're getting turnovers.
10 seconds, Simulton at the volleyball line. Gave it up, and we're going the other way with 4.
Don't foul.
Watts laid it in with 2, and that's going to end the half. The shot will go off late. It was short and off to the right either way, but a much-needed basket at the end for Crab Orchard. They started to get some baskets there late, but Cairo went on a huge run there in the middle portion of the second quarter. They've got a 37-31 halftime lead over Crab Orchard. Take a break, come back with our halftime show here on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort. Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed. WP Dumpsters is West Frankfort's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard.
Al Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Al Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Al Insurance is proud to serve you.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers and stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Galatich Honda in West Frankfort.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Welcome back at the half, brought to you by Kids Corral, 37-31. We saw Crab Orchard jump ahead early, but then Cairo got to playing their style of basketball, took the lead. Let's go over these numbers at the half.
Well, for Crab Orchard, that's where we'll start since they find themselves down 6 here. Pretty well-balanced scoring all around. Noah Kennedy coming off the bench. He leads the team with 7 points. Then you have 3 other players, all with 6 points. Dawson Poland, Watts, and then you also have Alex Taylor. And then rounding out the scoring is Braden Mosey with 4. And then for Cairo Pilots, Rajon Woodson leads the way. He's got 13. Anthony Duncan Jr., who picked up 2 fouls early, he's only got 2 points. Tuck's got 4 points. Simulton's got 9. Bond's got 2. Shaw Jr. has 3. And Dilworth has 4. And there's 2 Cairo Pilots with 2 fouls, Dilworth and Duncan Jr.
Yeah, obviously the scoring, Paxton, what you've seen from Woodson and Simulton, they've led the charge, but I've really liked Vance Tuck tonight. I thought he's looked pretty good because he's been able to get balls off misses, and he's been able to get some outlet passes really quick that led to those runs for Cairo. And he's pretty much anything he gives you offensively is a bonus because he's not traditionally an offensive threat.
Yeah.
He'll get some points, but he provides some length. He's caused some issues, and he's super important tonight because Crab Orchard has some size inside. A 6'6" and a 6'7" guy listed, and they both played. That's Taylor and Ford. But obviously the scoring, if Woodson can keep it up, and then, like you mentioned, just 2 points for Anthony Duncan. So
yeah, if he can come on and maybe find his rhythm, I think it's going to be important though for Duncan Jr. not to try to do too much when he comes back in. Let the game come to him. And like you mentioned with Tuck, he does a really good job for a big as he gets his rebound and he looks ahead. That's the easiest way to get fast break points and to get ahead of the defense is as soon as you grab that rebound, you look for an outlet. The quickest thing, and this might come as a surprise to some people, and the quickest way to get the basketball up is not dribbling. It's passing, and he does a really good job of almost half quarter of the court passes right up to the half court line, and they've been running. But Cairo unfortunately has the problem of letting teams back into it because they take their foot off the pedal, and you kind of felt it there the last minute and a half there. And
it dropped from it went from 10 to 6.
Yeah, and that's only 4-point swing there, but 10 points is a 10-point lead is much different than a 6-point lead. You're only 2 shots away from potentially it being tied. So,
and then on the other side of things, Paxton, if you're looking from Crab Orchard's perspective, what you'd really like to see is to get Fisher Watts going because the supporting cast has showed up tonight. You've seen Brody Watts look pretty good. He's looked pretty aggressive.
He has.
You've seen Poland score some baskets.
Kennedy's looked good.
Kennedy looked really good off the bench, and you got the big in there off the bench
Taylor.
with 6 points.
Yep, and Taylor's done a good job of grabbing offensive rebounds and putting them back up.
So if you feel like those guys can stay aggressive and get some good looks, and then you add in the scorer that Fisher Watts is and can be.
Yeah, Fisher.
I think both sides can feel optimistic about this second half.
As they're gonna have Kennedy start over Fisher here in this.
It's all about matchups and who's got the hot hand. And right now, it's Kennedy, but we certainly haven't seen the last of Watts. We'll see him in there, and you got to take advantage of your chances. And if he's got some open shots, expect him to come in and try to knock them down.
I'd like to see Cairo really try to get Tuck going on some screens here to get Kennedy, or my apologies, to get Taylor out from the paint so they can really drive and penetrate because that's when they're at their best. Should stay here. They'll hit threes, but
was stripped. Last touch, that was Dilworth who got a hand on it.
Cairo looking to be in a 3-2 zone here on this inbounds.
And I've got Cairo at 2 of 3 at the line there in the first half, Paxton.
Yeah.
Crab Orchard 6 of 8. So
and all of those 8 did all
first
of them,
quarter.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Look at the patience going down the floor, but couldn't finish.
Smart by Rajon there, not to grab it either.
Yeah, and even if he thought it was out on him, wasn't going to be able to grab it because he hadn't established himself in bounds. So really wise play from a freshman. Tough catch in the post to Tuck. He's going to go back to the line.
Had a perfect trip there earlier.
And that's a coach's dream, a post guy that can go knock down some free throws. We'll see if Tuck can do it again.
Yeah, certainly. And I mean, if he shoots like he did those last time, they were swishes. It's not like he was banking them in or using every ounce of the rim. So we'll see.
Now he's got a lot of pressure on him because we pretty much put every announcer's jinx right on him.
And it hit.
And right on cue.
Better to be short, though. We'll see. Let's see if he can make the adjustment here. That's also It's a tough free throw. I mean, Cairo didn't come out until a minute left on the clock, and you're not even a minute into this game. So
Yeah, I don't think, for being up 6 points, I don't think Coach Baldwin was too pleased.
he wasn't. He certainly wasn't. I, watched him coach on that sideline multiple times this year, and I could tell he was getting it. It's just kind of the same mistakes that they've made all year. So the frustration was there. Ooh,
Tuck makes the second, so he splits the pair, and Cairo gets the first point of the second half. Layup up, no. Just rimmed out, and a rebound to Tuck. He skips it ahead, but it's intercepted in the secondary. And here comes Crab Orchard. Into the corner. Kennedy. He'll dribble out towards the wing. Baseball pass to the opposite side. And now back to the top and thrown right into the hands of Woodson. He's going to take his time, go down to the basket, right side, and bank it in.
Making sure he made that one.
He knew ball security was a little bit more important than the speed there, and he was able to maintain possession and take his time and find the bottom of the bucket. Kennedy, a tough look. Follow up, no, this time from Taylor.
Taylor probably could have came down and then gone up.
And Woodson leaks back, and a good find in transition from Dilworth. 11-point lead for Cairo, their largest of the evening. 6:34 to go in the third. We'll take a quick breather here on Redbirds Live.
WP Dumpsters is West Frankfurt's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard.
Pilots with another burst of offense. And it seems like when Crab Orchard's trying to slowly reel them in, and takes a little bit of time, blink of an eye, Cairo's got a couple of baskets, and now they're back up double figures.
Yeah, they are, just like that. And, the aggressiveness for Cairo is back, and we'll see if they can sustain it, and we'll see what Crab Orchard does with Fisher Watts back into the game. That's much needed.
Yeah, his first basket, is that right?
Yes, it is.
That is a good sign for Crab Orchard.
Going to answer.
Woodson.
Ooh.
About shot it through the backboard.
Yeah,
rebound, though, for Simelton.
Long rebound, way downtown.
He'll try a deep one. No, and a tap from Vaughn, and it's tracked down by Mousy, who spins into trouble, and he lost it out of bounds.
Should be out on Cairo.
No, I thought maybe Mousy kicked it.
Did he kick it? Okay.
Yeah.
That three-pointer there by Simelton, though, he softly deep, Garrett, about a foot behind the college line.
NBA three out there.
Yeah, took it from Johnson City. Duncan Jr. is going to check back into the game. Let's see how he does with his 2 fouls. And he's only got 2 points, so it's going to be important for him not to try to do too much.
Woodson, yeah, absolutely. Don't have to do too much, but just play your role and fit in where needed, because Cairo's had some success with you on the bench, even though you're one of their top dogs.
Yep.
Woodson. You'll live with that if you're Crab Orchard, but another nice shot from him.
Yeah.
Back to a 10-point lead.
I still think if you're Crab, you need to get a little bit of more of a hand in your face. He's showing you he's wanting to take those shots. You can be all on him, but he's still getting a pretty clear look at the shot every time he jumps. So Woodson's already got 19 points here, so he's having his way against this Crab Orchard team.
.5:20 to go in the third. Kennedy on the wing, gives it out top, Mousy. Elbow to Poland, out to Watts, trying to hit 2 in a row. No good. Offensive board for a moment. Then it's loose on the floor. A couple of Trojans fighting for it amongst each other, and then it's Mousy who picks it up. Fisher Watts, 44-34, 5 minutes to go in the third. Now in the hands of Mousy. This is the slowest our pace of play has been all night.
That's what Crab needs to do, but they don't need to. They got to make some stronger passes. They're really weak with it.
And turned over. Here we go to the basket for 2. There's Duncan, and sometimes that's all you need to get warmed up is a simple layup or a free throw, and there's 2 points for Duncan. He's got 4, and a new largest lead of the night for Cairo. It's 12. Mousy attacking the goal. He gets it with some English.
He's had some nice moves like that, and he had a nice reverse layup, and Wade, it's too easy getting down here. He should have made that.
Vaughn, a good finish over a defender. He's looked pretty solid off the bench for Cairo in these 2 nights they've been over here. I think he's got a couple of baskets tonight.
I think he's got 4 to go along with 5 rebounds. Oh, that's probably
Yeah, it looked like he got hit.
Yeah.
Instead of perfect out, a tap out, and it's going to be laid in over the front of the iron by Woodson. That tap out couldn't have been perfect or placed any more perfect for Cairo. And another extension of their largest lead. So you know Crab, this isn't their pace, but at this point now they're going to have to start trying to go at the goal. And we've got a trip foul going against Crab Orchard. Another turnover.
Yeah, they've got 17 turnovers. And that might be me being gracious, because I think I have missed a couple along the way.
Well, with it being you, I know you have. So 3.5 to go in the third, but only kidding, Paxton. But
there's some truth there, though.
I will say, I think even with Frankfurt winning like they did last night by 23 points, I think their number of turnovers, I think they ended up turning it over 20 times.
Really, yeah. Oh, nice shot there by Duncan Jr.
And what do you know?
Increasing this lead, you know,
he hits that layup. Now he's got a jump shot to go.
Yeah. Did a good job of. Oh,
this is a dangerous spot for Crab Orchard. This is around when they fell behind to Thompsonville. Kind of came out flat in the second half. And there's Vaughn who gets a steal. Woodson the length of the floor, taking it in, and and Tuck with a follow-up looking for the tip dunk. He couldn't get it. 2:45 left. Oohs and ahs on that one. It could have been a really nice finish.
I would have jumped out of my seat had he done that.
Watts, much needed. He couldn't get it. He will get his own rebound. He'll throw it right back up. He gets this one to rattle home.
You never miss twice in one possession, especially if you're a shooter. Should be able to make that adjustment quick, and especially at the top of the key there. That's the easiest three-pointer.
Now, hold on. I thought you said the corner was.
I like the corner threes the most, but when it comes to length-wise, it's the easiest.
Rebound off the miss from Cairo. Mousy gives it ahead. Kennedy going at Tuck. He put English on him. He put it the wrong way. It shot away from the goal. And this one goes into the sidelines.
Great pass to the coach. That's one of those passes, as soon as he threw it, you knew there was no chance.
The ball hadn't even been touched yet, and you already saw Vaughn tapping his chest. And we're all thinking, well, we know it's on you.
Yeah. Josh Melvin out there. Melvin used to always do.
Melvin catching a stray here.
Yeah, well, with me, he always does.
1:51 to go in the third. Stay on that side. On a serious note here, get a couple baskets, get it to 10, and you never know.
Yeah, that's the big thing here is just maybe just trying to cut this deficit down before the quarter's over, and then anything can happen in the fourth. Ooh.
Oh, that could have been a good opportunity. It's still going to be 2 free throws coming from Mousy, but yeah, you cut it to 10 here, and then you break it down into portions again. You win the first 4 minutes by 5 points. You win the second by the same, and you've got a tie game. But obviously you'll take more than that, but it can be done. But you can't let it balloon any further than what it is right now. Mousy hits the first. That's the first free throw attempted by Crab Orchard since the first quarter.
I feel like you take away that long first quarter we had, the second quarter flew by, and this third quarter's been flying by.
And I will say, and I'll knock on wood, because we are some harsh critics on a nice follow-up basket.
I'm more harsh than you are.
I'll say pretty good officiating crew here in this game thus far.
Yes, and I had a feeling this would be a good crew. When I saw them walk up from under, I guess the basement technically, 2 of these 3, they repped a lot of games. They repped a lot of games when I was in high school, and I always enjoyed when they repped.
53-42. Crab had a chance to cut into single digits, but they don't even get it into the front court. It's turned over, and it's a layup. 2 more. Who was it that time? Was that Nelson who finished?
Yep.
And they smoke Mousy trying to go up, and they made sure he wasn't getting an and one.
That's what you got to do, you know. You're going to foul them, make sure they don't get the shot anywhere close to it being an and one opportunity.
If they get Farley this time.
He just split 1 of 2 at the line his last time, just 30 seconds ago.
And he's looking to do one better here after he hit the first.
Cheerleaders are getting a little loud here. I don't know if it was just me noticing that.
They're getting into it.
Yeah, they are.
Trying to cheer their pilots to a victory. 2-2 trip. 55-44. Duncan. Time bleeding down to a minute. Shaw back in there. He has the basketball. And they've got some depth on this Cairo team. They're able to play 10, 11 guys and have some confidence in them to go out there and make a shot.
Yeah, you know, they all know their role pretty well too, which is really nice. That doesn't happen a lot, and some of the better teams you play on it's when guys know their role and what they need to do to make sure the team's at its strongest.
Shaw kicks out to Simelton with 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, there he goes.
Simelton kick to the corner, and Cairo's bleeding this sucker down. Try to hold for one. This might go back to where we saw in the second quarter when Coach Baldwin was not happy that they moved a little too quick and it was a turnover, and then they gave up a last-second layup. So he's wanting to make sure his team gets the last shot here. That'll guarantee a 10-point or an 11-point at worst their lead. Down to 5, down to 4. Step back, 3, fouled on the 3.
Duncan was going to make sure he took that shot. I think he held onto the ball for about 30 seconds there.
Duncan will shoot 3 free throws as the timer expired.
It's a terrible foul if you're Crab Orchard.
So anything you get from here is a bonus because you bled a whole minute of time down. So great execution from Cairo. Even if he misses these 2, you got a point out of it.
Yeah.
And then Crab wasn't even able to have the basketball.
And he held that ball for a full minute, really. It was about 58, 59 seconds when they got it. So that's all you can ask for, especially what we saw from them the last time they tried to hold for the last shot, like you mentioned.
And Duncan knocks all 3 in.
Nice.
58-44. Cairo looking to get their first victory in the Midwinter Classic. We'll take a break, come back with the 4th on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Back for the 4th and a perfect final minute there for Cairo. They've got a lead of 14 points.
And they get the ball back, which makes it even better.
Yeah, they get 3 at the buzzer on free throws after Duncan was fouled, and all of a sudden he's up to what? How many points does he have now?
He's got 10.
Yeah.
8-point quarter there for him.
After dealing with some foul issues. So 8 minutes away with a 14-point lead. We'll see if they can hang on. I will say Crab Orchard is a good scoring team, and they're capable of coming back. Just they got to get stopped and take care of the basketball. Here's Mousy. There's a quick stop. And it's deflected, but it's into the hands of Poland. He goes to the block to Brody Watts. Back out Poland. Drives through, gets into the lane. Shot packed right back to him by Tuck. And it's down on the floor. I say we'll have a tie-up. That's what it is. And it'll stay Crab Orchard basketball. 7:33 left. schedule looking forward, Paxton. Tomorrow night,
Tell me about it.
final night of the girls' side of the Midwinter. Frankfort and Heron, they'll play at 7:30, but before that, we'll have our championship game, Fairfield and Sessler. You and Quincy will have that call. Very interested to see how that one goes because both of those teams have looked pretty good over here.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good game. Honestly, I really do. And that's an unforced turnover. Number 20 for Crab Orchard.
And on the other side of things, boys are off tomorrow. Friday it'll be Cairo and Thompsonville, Crab Orchard and West Frankfort. Frankfort sitting at 2-0, leading the charge, control their own destiny in this tournament. You're double dipping tomorrow night, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have the
First and
championship
last,
game
yeah.
and the Lady Redbirds contest against our old pals, the Heron Tigers, which you've seen time and time again over the years.
Can never get away from them.
2 points there for Crab Orchard, 58-46.
Ah, my goodness. Cairo, what are you doing? Unforced turnovers here for the Pilots, and I talked with Garrett off the air at one point, unfortunately this is what the Pilots will do. They'll let teams back into it, so it's important to do things like this.
Tuck takes it right back. He's going to try a Euro off the glass. It spins out. And a rebound to the Pilots. Tracked down that time by Dilworth, and he pulls it out into the hands of Duncan. Duncan works the sideline. He goes to the cup, up with the right. Bank shot, no. Rebound,
Nice.
basket for Vaughn.
It's a strong move there by Vaughn. He's not, the tallest guy out there either. Good offensive rebound and putback.
60-46. Backdoor through the lane with the left. Good finish over the outstretched arm of Tuck. That was Mousy. We'll take another timeout. Cairo up 12. 6:24 left on Redbirds Live.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers and stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Galatich Honda in West Frankfort. Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
All right, we're back. 6:24 to go. Pilots looking to close out the Crab Orchard Trojans here on night 3, final game of the evening. Cairo with the basketball.
Yeah. Good timeout there.
All right, we'll take another breather.
Oh, we'll be back.
Just don't go anywhere. 12-point game, 6:12 left on Redbirds Live.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you.
6:12 to go. 60-48. Cairo will inbounds on the sideline after they were forced to call a timeout, avoiding a turnover. They'll get it in to Woodson. Woodson's pass knocked away, and there's a turnover. Here comes Kennedy right of the lane. And the follow-up effort, no. Third try is good. A finish for Poland.
He's quietly having their best scoring game right here.
60-50. There's another ball loose on the floor, and we've got a tie-up.
Stay here. Cairo just needs, I know they're good when they're being quick and stuff, but they're being a little over-aggressive right now. They just need to let the game come to them, and they're at their best when they're getting their offense on the defensive end, when they're creating and getting turnovers there.
Inbounds. Simelton gets his own miss. Off the glass for two. First basket in a while, but he's
first of the half.
He's looked good.
Got 11 off the bench, along with 5 rebounds. Here, Cairo, let Crab Orchard take as much time as they want off the clock, and if they're going to score, just match them,
Floater falling away, off balance finish from Mousy. And no one gets back on Woodson. He cancels that basket out.
That's what they do. That's what
Seen
they're
that a few times.
Yeah, that's what not rushing themselves, but when they look ahead and find the outlet, they're rocking and rolling.
Kennedy, pull up, uses the glass for two.
A tough shot. He's looking for it again.
Woodson
Nice.
gets around everybody for two more.
It's one thing about Rajon Woodson and Anthony Duncan Jr., they both are very confident in themselves, so they'll just keep going to the basket if they get the looks.
And they're doing this without Jaquan
That's
McAllister
true.
tonight.
I completely forgot about Jaquan.
Watts. 3 ball is going to be short.
Over the back.
Fight for the rebound, and it's Kennedy who's got it on the dish out after Crab Orchard could keep it. His right-hand push shot is going to be short, or too strong, rather, and then we've got a foul coming back the other way. They get Mousy for his team first of the fourth and final quarter. It's 66-54. Cairo will get it into Simelton.
Nice.
And there's Vaughn. Right place, right time. He's got 2 more. Is he up to 8?
Yep.
8 and 6 off the bench. You'll take that
Every
any
day.
night.
Every day. Every day and twice on Sunday. So we're going to get a foul off the ball. Looks like it's going to be on Nelson. You can almost put him in a full Nelson, actually. It's a foul you don't need to have if you're Cairo right now.
One and done on this trip on a missed 3. Here comes Woodson. Downhill, stops, finds Vaughn for 2 more.
They're getting anything they want inside right now, Garrett. He's got 10 now.
Lead extended to 16.
Oh, I would have taken that.
They'll get a travel.
Yeah, a little out of control. Watts there, though. I know he was a little, unbalanced there, but there was plenty of space to
They
get your
left
feet
him.
set.
He was going to be able to shoot it.
Take it, yeah.
He's shown that he's able to knock down some jumpers. So
You're Cairo here, and you just want to get these 3 minutes over with, play good basketball the rest of the way out, and you should be able to seal this one up before you go home on an hour, 15-minute cold bus ride.
yeah, you do get tomorrow off though.
Yeah, that is nice. Thankfully, this tournament isn't running on Saturday because with all the snow coming in,
and it won't come in until Saturday afternoon.
Yeah,
so
so
it's not going to affect anyone Friday night going home.
Yep. Because if it's as bad as they're saying.
I know
Nice
a
pass.
nice wraparound is going to result with Nelson go to the line. And if it's as bad as our weatherman here at Redbirds Live says it's going to be,
I might need to run to Walmart Friday. Get some milk, get some bread, some Monster.
those
I'll
are
be
your
set.
essentials.
I'll be set.
Nelson can't hit the first. He's got another one coming. Foul went on Travelstead. And Nelson, an empty
Yeah.
trip.
He left too early. He knew he missed it.
Ball knocked out of bounds. We'll see Zamarion Johnson for the first time. Played quite a few minutes the other night against Frankfurt.
Yeah, he certainly some new names out there too for Cairo. Like I mentioned, I hadn't seen some of these guys, and Travelstead
With the right hand.
right off the bench. He's not the biggest guy out there either. He was aggressive.
Send a double at Woodson. He gets rid of it. And how about right off the bench, Johnson?
He says, "Coach, put me in. I'm ready."
So Travelstead and Johnson, right off the bench, come right at each other and make shots, and then a quick three thrown in from Fisher Watts. 72-59, 2:20 left.
Oh, he was out of bounds.
He stepped out twice, and
yeah,
they
should have
didn't
been
say
a
anything.
foul.
And then nothing here, and another basket for Zamarion Johnson.
Because if you were John Woodson there, you should have just put a saddle on him because he was being rode like a horse.
Three is short that time for Mousy. Watts can't get it to go. And then a foul will send Crab Orchard to the line. 1:55 left, 74-59 the score.
Poland's done well tonight, grabbing some rebounds and doing some of the dirty work. He's got 12 points to go along with 8 rebounds, so he's a few rebounds away from a double-double here with time running short. It's where a little less than 2 minutes into this game, 14-point lead. Been a nice offensive game though, Garrett.
1-2 trip for Poland. Yes, it has. It's
Could be a walk. Oh, okay.
Foul on the floor.
I
I guess that contact forced what
forced,
looked like
yeah.
a travel.
We're gonna have a tough decision maybe for this Melissa Walton player of the game.
That's going to be all on you, bud.
Hey, well, I know one of our fans, Hunter Nebel, is saying Tuck should be player of the game, but he's just a big Tuck fan. He thinks Tuck should get more playing time. Another foul here as we're gonna start getting the fouls again.
we're taking viewer comments
We
now.
are, yep.
They're going to get in there and vote for the play.
Get on vote. Who you think he's a big advocate. I mean, he's been texting me this whole game saying Tucker needs the ball more.
74-60 with 1:45 left. To the basket. I like this guy with the ball. Here's Woodson to the cup for two.
I do too. And you know what makes it even more dangerous? He's a freshman.
So is Duncan.
That's not right.
Then you've got McAllister, who's a sophomore, who's not playing tonight.
Well, and then they've got an 8th grader who just scored his 1,000th point in the last week too. So we've got a program. Pilots are going to be flying high.
Oh, they're going to be winning a lot of basketball games in the near future.
Yes, they are.
Woodson's free throw. It's good. And it appears they're going to be winning a basketball game when this timer of 90 seconds runs out. 77-62. A tough finish there.
Don't anticipate a Tracy McGrady moment, but nice.
Vaughn, 2 more. He's got a dozen.
That was a pretty quick pass in there, too, as it hit Vaughn right on the chin before he went up for
Credit
it.
to him for keeping possession of it.
Cairo's still playing strong and aggressive here. I really like that.
Corner three, high arcing. It's going to be short, long rebound into the hands of Woodson, and he skips it ahead. And slamming it down on this side of the floor is Zamarion Johnson.
Yes.
How about him?
That's not right.
He's barely played here in the fourth, and he's got, what, 6?
He's got 6, yeah. And playing some good defense.
40 seconds left. It's 81-62.
He's another one of those guys that's just got long arms, and he's,
Watts, no on the triple. Rebound, and they'll call a timeout.
Nice. They're going to get somebody in here. That was a good timeout there by Rajon Woodson, the freshman, being alert. And
looks like that's Sean Carlton who's going to come in.
I'd like to see Sean get a shot up here. Let's get Carlton going on maybe an elevator screen action, or if he scores, my week will be made. I got a feeling he's going to get a good look. Aiden Bell also coming into the game for Crab. We're getting all kinds of subs.
Now we've got a
we're
line
getting a bunch of guys. Depends on, obviously Cairo might hold here, but
looks like
I know who I want to score.
Gavin Shaw is in as well, as is Aaron Simic.
Get him. He wants it. He wants it. Feed him.
In the post.
Come on.
Spinning. It's in.
Let's go.
What a finish from Carlton. And look at Cairo's bench. 13 seconds left. 83-62 the score. 3 up is short.
That would have been nice too, Bell.
It's saved. 4 seconds.
Get him one more. Get him one more. Pull it. Oh, well, okay. He should have shot it. It's okay.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Good finish to this one. 83-62. Cairo's going to get it done. We'll come back with our post-game coverage on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-20. Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
We welcome you back here in our post-game coverage. Brought to you by IBI Management. The IBI Management post-game, 83-62. Fun finish there, but between Cairo and Crab Orchard. But
that was a fun game.
How about Cairo whenever they're able to score, putting up 83? That's the most anyone's put up
in a while
in this gym in a while.
Yeah, that's what they're capable of doing. Is when Cairo's at their best, they're creating a lot of their offense on the defensive end. They were able to force over 22 turnovers on Crab Orchard, and they're already athletic enough to where you let guys like Rajon Woodson and Anthony Duncan Jr. or Simulton run the floor. It's going to be too easy, and they did a really good job of finding the open lanes inside, and Vaughn made a living on those shots down low in the paint on the block there. So it was a really good game here for the Pilots.
Going to go over these final stats.
We'll start with Crab Orchard. Leading the way for Orchard was actually Braden Mousy. He had 11 points. He had a good game. Dawson Poland also had another good game. He had 11 points to go with 8 rebounds. Fisher Watson ended up with 9 after not scoring in the first half. Brady Watts had 8 points. Noah Kennedy had 9. He had a good game. Alex Taylor had 2. He didn't play much, but he came in and scored right away. For the Cairo Pilots, Rajon Woodson led the way. He had 28 points. Anthony Duncan Jr. had 10 points. Tuck had 5 points to go along with 8 rebounds. Simelton had 11 points. Vaughn had 12, well, actually 14 off the bench to go along with 6 rebounds. You'll take that every day off the bench. Shaw Jr. had 3. Nelson had 2. Dilworth had 4. And Johnson had 6. Johnson came in, too, at the end there and got 6 real quick.
Slammed one down.
And he slammed one in, yeah. So, he didn't play much, but he had his moments, and that's all you can ask for. Cairo looked really good here, and that's not even mentioning, their McAllister, who didn't even play tonight, who was a top 3 scorer for them, actually their leading scorer. So
yeah, at least he was. I know, according to what they have logged in, there might be some games they're missing or whatever, but yeah, that's what Cairo is capable of. And I mentioned it on the air to Quincy last night when Frankfurt got that win. This might spell trouble for Thompsonville and Crab Orchard having to face Cairo after getting beat up like they did against Frankfurt. And that's a team you're happy you played them on night one, because it's looking like they're maybe becoming familiar with this atmosphere here in this gym. And it takes a whole year off, and then you come back, and then you're not used to it again. And they looked good tonight. They were able to settle in. They were slow out of the gates, but they turned it up, and there was no turning back whenever Cairo got that double-digit lead.
And the thing about this Cairo team is, they're a young team, so they're going to have moments like what you might see against Frankfurt, where they don't come out ready to go. This is maybe one of their first tournaments in high school, so, getting used to how, things like that play. I'm sure you're not used to playing in the middle of a week like that. It's kind of an awkward time. So
yeah, it's also, it's everything about it's weird.
It's weird, yeah.
A lot of them kids probably, this is, and not that it's filled up, but I mean, this is definitely, for a lot of them, the biggest. A lot of people have had issues coming to this gym.
Well, and this court, even when I played here, this court's not known to be the best court to play on either. It's very slippery, so, you got to get adjusted to it. And like you said, the Redbirds, luckily they played Cairo first game, because Cairo is one of those teams that will beat themselves.
And then, so they get to 1-1. Crab's now 0-2. But that's a team Frankfurt can't overlook, because they've got some options. We saw it tonight. They scored that many points without Fisher Watts being a factor till late.
Yeah, Fisher Watts didn't get going until that second half where he scored 9, but yeah, he's the guy that they like to get it to. He didn't even start in the second half. They were just trying to find something to get him going.
And they would love to play spoiler.
Yeah, they would. They certainly would.
If they could do it. And
as in, if you're the Crab Orchard's coach, that's what you got to be preaching to them. Hey, the championships are out of our hands, but what we can do is we can spoil the party. What's better than beating the home team of their own tournament, when they have a chance to win it. So
and for the moment, some bragging rights, because since they've joined the tournament, Frankfurt and Crab have split. Frankfurt won it the first year to win the title game on Friday. Last year, Crab won it on Friday. So even though you won't win the tournament, you can at least get 2-1 against the host school, a big school that you're playing that's a 2A school. So, I mean, a lot on the line still for a team like Crab Orchard.
Yeah.
And a lot on the line for everybody.
A lot on the line, too, if you're playing. I mean, obviously this is a tournament, so, there's going to be an all-tournament team. So if you want to play with a chip on your shoulder to try to get that, then, you got every reason to play spoiler. If you're like Fisher Watts, who maybe you feel like you might be on the borderline of getting it, a big game against West Frankfurt might push you over the limit, so.
It's, I guess let's give out a player of the game. That's brought to you by Melissa Walden Shelter Insurance.
Well,
your tough decision.
It's very tough, but we're going to go with Rajon Woodson, the freshman. He had 28 points. You can't teach that, and he's a really good player. And when he calls his number, he can get it done. And the good thing about him is he's very confident, and that's what you love to see from a young player like that.
Yeah, good showing from Cairo tonight, and obviously Rajon Woodson led the charge. He's Melissa Walden Shelter Insurance Player of the Game. Going to do it for tonight, 83-62. Cairo knocks off Crab Orchard. Scheduled for tomorrow, Fairfield and Sesser at 6. Frankfurt and Heron at 7:30. That 6 o'clock game is the championship game between Fairfield and Sesser, and then Frankfurt and Heron following suit. And that's an old rivalry game. So a really good schedule that lines up tomorrow. Two games that have a lot on the line, and bragging rights between some old conference rivals back in the day, and then obviously the title game. So fun slate tomorrow. Boys pick up again on Friday. Cairo Thompsonville at 6. Crab Orchard Frankfurt at 7:30. But another good night of basketball, Paxton.
Great night. This last game here was probably my favorite one of the tournament, just because of the offense alone. So hopefully it continues.
Alrighty, thanks to everybody for tuning in. wherever you might be. We always appreciate that. Thanks to our Redbirds live staff on site here tonight. Aaron Price, Drew Smith, Quincy King. Alongside me is Paxton Griffith. I'm